Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Realistic Farming Series for Farming Simulator 22, where we use real tractors, we use real equipment, we have realistic tutorials, and we have a real lot of fun. Welcome, welcome, welcome in, guys. Before we go any further, you guys know how it works. You're going to lose the game sounds, but you're not going to lose me. And yes, we are. We going. I had to do that twice early today because I forgot to hit record, and I recorded for about 10 minutes, and I realized it wasn't recording. So, welcome to the farm. This is Bieber Feldon map. I will show you in here. It is strictly a 1x map. Well, maybe closer to 2. The fields are decent size. It reminds me a lot of St. Cali. All these fields out here are just grass fields on the outside. But the biggest field on this map is, I think, 6.87 acres, and it's up here. Most of these are literally small. We own this field right here, which is where our farm is, this field right here, this field right here, and 46 and 47 for crops. And we have wheat, and we got to get him going very quickly here. Let me give you a quick farm tour, and then we're going to go. Now, let me show you the rules of the game here. We're going to keep this going. I have reached a breaking point as far as series that I want to be on. So since we have picked this series up, you guys have begged, you guys have asked, you guys have pleaded, and you guys have voted. Too bad I couldn't do the white farm. I am so sorry. It had one of the prerequisites that was wrong. Number one, I couldn't sell everything on the farm. So I couldn't play that game. It needs an update. The map is great. I love it. I will play it eventually when everything gets fixed on it. I stumbled onto this map, and I want to thank Mr. Big A from the bottom of my heart. He's the one that did a review on this map and a Let's Play a little bit on a stream, and I caught it. And I want to thank him and give him a shout-out for giving me the ability to play this. Well, I had the ability anyways. He just gave me the idea. But anyways, so here is what we're going to do. The end goals is going to be to own the whole map, which is not that much. There's not very many fields to buy, which reminds me we have to change something while we're in here. We have to go down to 2 days instead of 4. We're going to go. Now, here's what we're going to do. 1x speed. We're going to play 12-hour days. So 2-day months gives us the full 24 hours to play. So we got full 24 hours. Now, this is going to be something that I've never, ever done. I've always started a series, and stopped it. I am absolutely 100% not going to deviate from my running clock. The videos are still going to be 30 minutes long, but we are going to come in here, and we're going to play for 30 minutes, and then right where we get left off, we're going to come back the next time, okay? We now have 2 series going. We have this series, and then we're going to alternate between that and the Gardener to Gazillionaire on Big Texas map. That is strictly big farming. Everything on this map will be 6 meters or less, and realistic speeds and realistic gameplay and realistic everything that we can. I have two pieces of farm equipment that are not realistic, but we're gonna have to deal with them. But anyways, without further ado, let's get you a farm tour. This is my first shed. This shed pack you get out of the Saxthorpe when you get that. So if you download the Saxthorpe map, you're going to get this. This is a vehicle shed. I think it might be separate also on the in-game mod hub, so that is quite sure. All right, so that's our first one. We can put bales on the outside of this. This is our workshop. You can get this out of the American Farming animated shed pack. This is my workshop with a little bit of storage. You guys have seen this many times. So this is my farmhouse. That's off the American Family Pack as well. Another similar shed to that one down there. We also have, now this is the 2 pieces of thing that I have that is not realistic, but we're all going to have to deal with that because I'm going to be on this long enough, and I would like to have enough cows to be able to go to completely green. Okay? So this is the slotted shed pack, or slotted cow pen from the in-game mod hub, which originally only holds 100, which would be still not realistic, but I've edited it to hold 500. Okay, so I had to do that because I want to have enough cows with our manure over there, slurry down there. But realistically, this would hold about 5 cows in real life. It would be more like a feeding pen. You would bring them in, you'd feed them, and then they'd get out. So it wouldn't even hold. It may hold maybe 100 across the top just to feed them, but we're going to go with that. We also, I'll show you these tractors in a minute. We also have a second shed here, third shed, we already have some equipment. And here's our silo right here. Boom, 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 boom. Multi-fruit silo. So this map does have multi-fruit on it, which is good. Another shed and a second cow pen. So we have 1,000 cows on our farm. Now, before I go any further, I do not want to hear anybody complaining or moaning or stomping their feet that this is not realistic, because I know that. I'm fully aware of it. I have to have a few more cows than, say, 40 or 50, because with 40 or 50 cows, you're not going to have enough to do manure or slurry for your fields. You guys know how much you use it. So we're going to try to keep it. Just because it holds 500 doesn't mean we're going to have 500. Okay, so I wanted to put that disclaimer out there first and foremost, because every single time I start a Let's Play that's realistic, somebody out there will say, well, that cow pen doesn't hold that much in real life. I know that. Fully aware of that. So that's the only thing that we're going to deviate from the realism, okay? So just kind of, that's going to be something we're going to have to deal with, all right? I don't want to sound like a jerk. I don't want to sound like a mean, but I have to do that every single time, because I always have that one person that'll come on and say, well, that's not very realistic. So we're going to get that out of the way right away. So, all right. So without further ado, I want to show you where we're at on the map here. We own this grass field here, which is where we built our farm. This grass field. We own 47 and 46 for crops, and they both have wheat in them. We're going to send our combine off. We are allowed to use course play. Now, we do have a bunch of equipment still to buy, so we are at a loan. We are going to be purchasing a loan, and as you can see, I'm already at $150,000 loan, already in the bank. So this series will be played, and that's the other thing I have to put a disclaimer on as well. It's going to be played right where we left off, so I don't want to hear people complaining, oh, you're still harvesting, or you're still mowing. We're called real life on this one. Okay, guys and gals and everybody? So let's get yourself a sandwich, get yourself a drink, and for the next 23 minutes, let's get as much harvesting as we can done, and we will rock and roll, and we'll have a good time, and everybody will have a blast. So the goals are, we are going to, let me get him started. This is I forgot to show you the tractors. This is the Case International 1480, 6-meter header. She holds, I think, 10,000 liters, which is, I put the grain extension on it. You can get this mod, and it comes in a mod pack on the in-game mod hub or the farmingsimulator.com website. Also, we have 2 tractors. I do believe, I don't know if I said it or not, but we'll go over them again real quick. We have 2 1586, one a 1979 version and one a 1981 version. Both with one is 152 horsepower and the other one is 142 horsepower. The 1586 open cab with the extended lights on the back. I thought that was pretty cool. This one only has 142 horsepower. And the Case International 1586 closed cab 1981 version has 152 horsepower. Both have no front mounts, so we're going to have to use rear pulled mowers. And that's our first 2 tractors. So without further ado, let's get crack-a-lackin', shall they say? Let's make sure that he is going along. And this combine is very loud. Whoops. Let's get up here so he's not crazy amount. Okay. So he's harvesting at 3.6 miles an hour. Because I figured that we can go a little bit faster than we normally do because of the fact that these are flat lands. There's some hills down farther. Well, let's get him going like that, and we will go up to the shop, and we will start bringing some stuff. We are going to, until we get enough manure and slurry, we are going to substitute for liquid fertilizer. So we're going to let's use the closed cab one to run grain. These tractors also only go 17 miles an hour, so they're not speed demons at all. There's doors on the other side. So let me get in the truck there. We don't have to go in cab to do it realistically. I just think it limits you so much. Let's get a hold of this. And the only other thing we're not using realistically is I'm not using manual attach. Because every time I put it in the game, some mod that I have, tends to... Now, what we're going to do... How's this sound, everybody? When we run stuff up and down the roads, or when we take it to a field, we will use in-cab, okay? When we are field work or whatever, we'll use out-of-cab. Max width on these implements are going to be... so that we're here now. Come out here. Max width on the implements are going to be 8 meters. 6 to 8 meters wide, that's it. Because we'll go to up to 8 meters when we get some more fields, so we can get some stuff done. But each field has no fences around it. It is a pretty simple map, pretty easy. Reminds me of St. Cali a lot. Pretty detailed as far as it goes. I'll be back up here soon. Oh, I don't know why I drove down here with this, because I got to wait for him to get down and around. But yep, we own that big grass field, and we own this big grass field. But like I said, because we don't have a front mount, we cannot use triple mowers. We must use... I bought a John Deere Moco mower. I think it's 4.5 meters. And we'll just use that, and we'll get done with what we can. But now we have 2 days, months, 24 hours total to get what we need. So we'll leave him here. We're going to shut him right off. We're going to let this combine do its thing. All right, so let's head up and grab us some more equipment that we need and pick up a piece of equipment and bring it back. We'll keep doing that while he's harvesting and go from there. And now we're going to trick out our farm a little bit. We're going to put some fences and stuff, but I wanted to not spend a lot of time building the farm and not spend a lot of time, doing things that are menial. Like, I want to try to limit my trips to the store as much as I can. Even though the store is right up the road here. We also have a fuel tank right here that is not full of fuel yet. We haven't bought it yet. We also have to buy our animals. So the animal dealer is literally right across the street here. So we're going to get ourselves a wagon, and we're going to run ourselves right across. We're going to start with 20 cows in each pen. And then we're going to go from there. But yeah, I've made some changes as far as my realistic series. I've always wanted to do a running clock. And what I mean by running clock, for those of you who are new to my channel, is basically right where we leave off is right where we go. You know what I mean? So it's kind of cool and it's kind of neat. It gives you guys a chance to settle in. Where is my shop? Where are we here? Oh, I got to keep going. Keep going around the corner. I didn't really drive around the map much. I'm not going to lie. I didn't. There we go. Go right around in here. We've already got some equipment, which we're going to move it out of the way right now so we can... We're going to buy... The next thing we're going to buy, I think, is a plow, because we have to plow every single time, or subsoil. So let's bring him up here, and then we will take the plow home. The first thing we're going to do is we already got the fertilizer there. We also have to buy pallets, and we have to... we're going to use a skid loader, the Massey Ferguson, my favorite. I want to thank Mark Thor for putting these my logo on this baler. For those of you who have not seen this, this baler, you can put this in, find this on the farmsimulator.com website or the in-game mod hub. This is the Mark Thor fast baler, but this one is special because it's got my logo on it. He made this for me, so that's exciting for that. We're out of the cat. We're not driving, so we can get out of here. Let's move. This is my mower that I purchased. This is the John Deere Moco mower, 4.5 meters. She's pretty wide for this tractor, but it only takes 125 horsepower, and I have 142 in this, so we can pull both implements with these tractors. But the reason I like the situation that we have is we have plenty of place to upgrade to what we need. But I'm going to try to stay with the older equipment. I think I'm going to try to stay right around 200 horsepower. All right, so we have a baler and a mower and a wagon and a fertilizer spreader. The first thing I think we're going to buy, how much money do we have? We got to put a loan in a little bit. Let's go. First thing we're going to buy is the Black Sheep Modding subsoiler. You guys all know how that works. And we're going to buy this. And we're going to go down to about well, it would be 3.8. And that's really still really fast as far as that goes. So we're going to buy that. And then we're going to take her back to the farm. And then we're going to probably have to unload him because he's at about 5,000 now. For those of you who are wondering where I get the numbers from, down on the bottom left-hand corner is the inspector mod. And now we're going back. So anytime that we're on the road, anytime that we are driving from point A to point B to do that, we're going to go in cab. For those of you who enjoy in cab, we're going to have a little bit of both. So that's the other thing I did. I'm not going to lie, guys. It took me the better part. I did our live stream on Saturday, and I'm recording this on Tuesday. It took me basically all day Sunday, all day Monday, all day Tuesday to find a map because there's still being work done on the Meadow Grove Farm Extended, which we will be bringing back someday. And there's also the White Farm that I put up in the votes had issues. And what I mean by issues is nothing issue-y as far as the map goes. The map works absolutely epic. The problem that is Fury has my number one thing when I do a map is I have to be able to sell the equipment. Have to. And if I can't, it just throws me right off. So we are let's kind of meet this halfway. Try to drive as much as we can from point A to point B. I'm going to go ahead and empty him since he's on this run here. Nice, got lots of straw. We already have our baler too. Oh, I started this. But it's going to be exciting. I really love the realistic series. I love doing them. I love playing them. I love doing it. The only thing that I get frustrated about is when I have to do, when I have to play off camera. Because remember, well, this combine works really well. I had another one downloaded, one of the Bisons, and it needed issues. And I could have fixed it because I mod, but I chose not to. Let him empty, and then once he's completely empty, we'll go park it and we'll go buy some more. Like I said, these are smaller fields, so we should be able to go right along. And then we're going to send them right over to harvest that one, and then we'll come back and start baling. We're going to do it like we do it in real life. You're going to do one project, and then the next, and the next, and the next, and so on and so forth. All right, buddy, there you go. We are heading back now, so we can drive like this. Now, I did not know that in 1981 they came out with the digital analog, or the digital dash. I do know that it was, in the 70s it wasn't like that, it was analog. And I do believe they kept them differently, I think, right? Because I think this is the 1979 version. Yep, and this one has the analog. So within those 2 years, whoops, sorry guys. Got to make sure that I'm holding up myself to that higher standard. But it's going to be exciting, and I'm glad you guys are here to join me. But it took me a long time to pick the map, and I'm glad that we're here, and I'm glad that we're doing this. This way you guys can settle in to a longer series, just like the other one. Because the other one, Big Texas, that's strictly big farming, that Gardener to Gazillionaire series, and I'm absolutely having a blast on it. I still have to finish that contract that we were doing on the live stream. And then this Saturday, I think I'm going to go an extra week. Now, normally we go every other week for the Big Fury map reviews. But we're going to go a little bit, I'm going to go an extra week, I think. But that was always because I also think Big A's busy, too, at that point. But we're going to alternate between this series and the Big Texas, the Gardener to Gazillionaire series, which is going to be every other one. And it's going to be exciting. All right, so we got a plow. We got a fertilizer sprayer right now. We've got our baler and our mower. And now we need to have a bale pickup. And I think we're going to start with the Ursus, which only holds 8 bales, but we're going to be making them at 180 anyway. So pretty cool. But this map is perfect for me. It is absolutely perfect. I can join fields together, and I can make it bigger farming if I want. It is we can play the fields the way they are. As you can see, they are not super tiny like Mini Brun, but they're also not super ginormous either. I mean, that's a decent-sized field right there. And how much is that field, to be honest with you? Yeah, only 3.28 acres. Doesn't it look huge? Doesn't it look massive? But it's only 3 acres. So it reminds me a lot of St. Cali, and there are some hills that are down in the, well, in upper northeast up here. It starts to get quite a little bit hilly. But as you can see, I think there's 57 fields on this. 47 at least that I know. But all of these fields are blank, and they're all grass. On the outside of the map, we're not even going to plant any more grass. If these got grass in them, which they do, we're going to get rid of them and use only grass fields that are not labeled. That's the other rule I made. And our goal is to own the whole map, and I want to get at least, I would say, minimum of probably a couple of years. I want to make sure that we're established on our farm and we're able to go as far as making everything green, as far as that goes. So now I got to find out how much that Ursus is. And bale loaders, it's all the way over here. Same one I used on St. Cali, which I love, 18.5. So let's get us some money. Oops, I don't need that much yet, but bale loaders. That's more like a case. There we go. I like the extended turn signals on this. I don't think it came with it, but I think the addition of it is pretty cool. All right, so let's head back, and now we have everything to at least complete that field. We need a lime spreader next. That'll be the next thing, but what we're going to do is we're going to head up, and if he's on the next pass, we're going to empty him again. Keep that going, that sort of thing. I think I want to be self-sufficient on the farm. So I think that we're going to set up the original farm spot for a mini little like seed and lime and things like that production, so that we can be self-sufficient. We can just hoss our seeds and limes back. But I may not do that. Right now we're going to just buy pallets of it and bring it back to the farm with our skid loader and a flatbed, because there's a trailer that I downloaded that I can fit my skid loader right in. So there we go. We're going to leave this thing out because guess what? With this Ursus, I can stack the bales right on the outside of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our hay. Now what are we going to use the most of? I can't remember. But we may go straw in one and hay in the other one, and I'm going to leave my silage bales out. I like how he shifts. It's pretty neat. So we're going to bring this back over here because we only got about 7 minutes in game left. Put in here. Boom. But it's, like I said, we're going to put... Oh, I tilted my head away from the microphone. Sorry about that. It felt like I was in my bathroom there for a second. Yep, he's going up there. We're going to go and unload him. And, he'll be turning around here in a minute. And what we want to do is we want to make sure we get everything that we need on the farm the first couple episodes. And then once we do that, then we can concentrate on getting our fields flipped and mowed and grass and everything. So I think what I'm going to do is put hay in one over there and straw in one right here, since our fields are on this side. And I'll keep my silage bales someplace. Like I'll put a stack down here and then a stack up there so that we can... Oh, that was the other thing we got to buy. Yes. All right, so I got to get a factory. I got to find how much it is. This is going to be kind of neat. Let's go here, construction. I got this off the in-game mod hub, and I really want to use it on this map. Right here. 80,000 is what we need. So we're going to get that in a second. Let's unload him. He's on his last pass anyways, which is kind of cool. Because then we can put him started on the next field, which we won't do this time. We'll do it the next episode. We got 6,900 liters off this so far. You know, if we get 10,000, now that other field's a little bit bigger, so we should get some decent yield off of it. Just follow him all the way to the end. He can unload this. This holds 20,000 liters, which is kind of realistic. It's pretty dope. Let him go all the way up here, and then he should stop right about where the pipe is, which would be kind of cool. These tractors sound really good. Yep, we own that grass field right next to us right there. We own that one. We own that one, which is pretty good size, and we own that one, which is really good size. So we should have enough to make, I think we got 3, so I think we're going to take 1 and make it silage. Oh, actually, you know what? I got an idea with that. So I think what we're going to do is just make it. Okay, he's done. Now we can clear out that and start him, and we'll put him on the next field over. We're going to go dump this in our silo, the wheat, and then we can sell it when we need money or when we're ready to sell money. Then we're going to put our TMR mixer. Set him on. I'm going to get him just a little bit closer. Actually, you know what? Because I want to be able to bail coming around that corner without hitting him. There, we'll put him there like that. Just so he can sit there. Let's run this back and then buy our the little TMR mixer, which is kind of cool, because on our farm, that's kind of what we have right now. We have a TMR mixer that it's hooked up to a tractor. It's got to use a PTO, but you can put a bale in it. You can we put 1 bale of hay, 1 bale of silage, and that's how we mix ours. And then 1 scoop of the skid loader of soybeans. And then the mineral feed. We do use the mineral feed on the farm, but we're not going to use it on this Let's Play. So he's got 13,000 liters in here. That's not bad off that little tiny field. That's actually pretty good. Not going to lie. That's really pretty good. There we go. And then while he's emptying, let's take out 80,000. There we go. And then we're going to construction and production. This thing right here. Oh, it does take, this one takes straw. So I don't know if we'll have enough straw to mix it. I wanted to use this one, but I don't know. I might just use... Gotta keep an eye on my time. There's one that just makes it with hay. You know what? Because I think this one just makes it from that. But you know what? I've wanted to use this for a while. So let's see how far we can go with it. And if it starts to act up a little bit, we'll switch it. We're going to put 1 right here. We're going to have 2 of them so we can mix our own. So each one can have its own entity. Put the other one down here. Spin this around. That way they can have their own. We can come in here with our skid loader. And there we go. So we're going to do this now. Go. All right. So there we go, and everything's shut off. Good. We got both TMR mixers. Boom, boom, boom. So there we go, guys. End of episode 1 already. So please, please, please look out for yourselves. Look out for each other. And most importantly, look out for each other's friends and family. Shall we say? I messed that one up. Please, please, please enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. Be sure to like and subscribe and share, and hit the little notification ding bells to get notified when Fury drops a video. And on that note, I love you all, and I will be bouncing out of here, and we will be back here tomorrow with the Gardener to Gazillionaire series. Thank you for joining me. So now we got our TMR mixers. They're going to take hay, straw, and silage. I do believe, yep, hay, straw, and silage. So we're going to do it the right way, and we're going to make silage bales and then flip them in there. So I hope we have enough. So this is why I want to start small. 20 cows each, and that way we can kind of keep up and start getting our TMR, and then when the TMR gets full enough, we'll put it in the silo. So we'll have it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you all tomorrow.